Hello everybody, long time no see. So as the title says, I hope, I am going to give you a post-burn review of some Homeworx by Harry Slatkin. So first I am going to, I'll put the older ones at the end because in case you're wanting to go ahead and get the newer ones or know how they are anyway. So the only newer ones that I have received so far is the Winter TSV, which includes Frozen Balsam, Winter Hearth, and Mistletoe Magic. So I'm going to start with Frozen Balsam. And here are, is that coming through? I'll probably read it if it's not. Frozen Balsam, the notes are fir balsam, frosted ozone, bergamot, oak moss, and evergreen. And I didn't have the candle of this last year, but I did have the storybook votive. And actually that was the only votive that I burned of it. I didn't burn the whole thing, but I absolutely loved it. I was like, okay, finally a tree scent that I can handle. Because even though I love balsam and pine and spruce and all of those, they just give me a headache, a massive headache. Like I had Deck the Halls last year and I loved it, but I could not burn it for any length of time. I ended up kind of burning it halfway and just giving up. So here is Frozen Balsam, which remember I told you last year I burned and loved. Now, okay, either this year's version is on steroids, or, which is probably more likely, the votive was just didn't give me an accurate picture of it. Because like I say, I love the scent. I still love the scent. I mean, it just smells so authentic. Like, I don't really get any pine sol effect. Pine sol, by the way, is a cleaner. In case, you know, you never used it or whatever. But I don't get any cleaner effect. Nothing chemically, just authentic evergreen scents. But can't do it. It was like way too strong for me. It gave me a headache quickly. Now, I did let it cool out and it burned perfectly. These are the 4 wicks, which are they kind of bend easily. They're kind of, I guess, weak because of the soft wax. But I didn't have any trouble out of it. It pulled quickly and it was doing more than enough, but I just can't take it. Now, if you are a pine, evergreen, spruce, any of that lover, I think you would absolutely love this candle. You can take it. You will love this candle. But I can't take it. It is too much. So that was kind of sad. And it was really sad because Winter Hearth, now basically I got this for Frozen Balsam because I really liked the votive last year. And I said, okay, well, we'll see what the other scents are talking about. So this is Winter Hearth. And the scent notes on it are crisp juniper, warmed brandy, incense, and icy spruce. Now, crisp juniper, there was a Bath & Body Works candle that I really liked except for a note, which I suspect was the juniper that that kind of made it not as good for me. Warm brandy, I love anything boozy, so that's fine. Incense, was not looking forward to that because I really don't much like this, the scent of incense. And icy spruce, well, like I said, I like evergreen scents, but usually I can't do them. So, you know, I was like, well, we'll see what this is all about. Beautiful candle, by the way. Well, I burned it for longer than I intended. First of all, when I opened the box, I smelled something sweet, and I'm like, but this is winter. I don't think it's anything in this set that's going to smell kind of sweet, kind of gourmandy, bakery-like, sort of, kind of. So then I opened this one first, because I knew it wasn't frozen balsam. I opened this one first, and I was like, this is it. This is the one that's smelling sweet. So I immediately lit it. Oh my God, I love this. I need more of this in my life. I mean, I didn't see, this is how much of it I burned. Pulled out quickly. And I'm like, I can't burn it because this is the only one. And so I said, okay, well, let me see. Maybe I'll order another set. So let me quickly burn the other scents just to see if that's going to be okay. Well, like I told you, no, frozen balsam is not going to work for me. So I was like, what am I going to do? Because I love this one so much. And I finally put it out to conserve it. I mean, you know, it still has a whole lot left. But, oh my gosh. Let's see. From what I get from it. I think the sweetness is coming from the brandy. What is that, the booze that he says is in it? Yeah, warmed brandy. I think that's what it's coming from. But apparently the incense, it's kind of giving it that kick to me. That blend of the brandy and the incense is what's making it so appealing to me. Because so it does kind of smell like, it smells hearthy. You know, it's winter hearth. It smells hearthy in that, I guess, in a way that it's not smoky at all, but it's just something about it that kind of puts me in the mind of a fire going in the fireplace. I don't, maybe it's the incense, you know, because, you know, we burn incense, I guess. But I don't know what it is that kind of reminds me of just a very warm and inviting fire in the fireplace. I don't know. That's just the mood of it. That's just the scent combination of it. Y'all know I'm not that good at scent descriptions. I'm doing the best I can. But I love this. I was like, how can I get more of this in my life? I cannot do the frozen balsam. And so I cold sniffed the Mistletoe Magic. And I was like, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this either, but I'm going to test it. So I burned this. Now, the scent notes in Mistletoe Magic are black currant, pine needles, fir balsam, and pomelo. Now, I've had pomelo in another candle, and I think I know I don't like it. Black currant, however you pronounce it. I guess it's sort of fruity, and I think I like that. Pine needles, again, love, but they don't love me. Fir balsam, again, love, but they don't love me. So I was like sniffing it, and I'm like, one thing about Harry's candles, they pretty much, what you sniff on cold is what you get. So I was like, but I'm going to go ahead on and light it and just rule it out that I just will have this only one winter hearth and be done. But I like this. And actually this burning to me is so different from cold sniff. On cold sniff I get so much of the pine, you know, but I like pine. Fir balsam. I don't get the fruity black currant. I think that's a fruit. I don't get the pomelo, whatever that is. But when burning it, what I get is a I mean, that was cold sniff. But when burning it, I do get the pine and the fir balsam. But the black currant, or whatever it is I think, the dominant note that I sense, because this smelled like remember Mary Mistletoe? Like, not the more recent ones, but way back when, before they stopped it, before they were, before they didn't bring it back. They recently brought it back about 2 years ago or so. But they didn't bring it back, I think, for 2 or 3 years in a row. But that was like a balsam pine scent that I absolutely loved. And it was juicy, and I could take it. But when they brought it back, I think it was the winter of 2016, Christmas of 2016, it smelled the same sort of, but it immediately gave me a headache, and I was like, oh no, I love this candle, and I'm not going to be able to enjoy it. I gave it to someone who really did love it, so that was good. But this, to me, is kind of like a much juicier and sweeter Mary Mistletoe, for point of reference. It's kind of, I do get the pine and the fir balsam are kind of in a background for me, which is excellent, because I think that's what gives me the headache, I'm pretty sure, when they are more predominant. But it's juicy and sweet, and for someone who loves the smell of pine, evergreen, spruce, and all that so much, it's just not fair that it gives me a headache. But this had enough of the other notes in it, currant, pomelo, whatever it is, that it toned down beautifully the intensity of the pine, all the evergreens, the 2 evergreen scents. And absolutely love it. So you know what? I'm getting the TSV, and I am going to find another set of the Winter TSV. And I'm just going to find somebody to give the frozen balsam to. I know people love it. I mean, I hear people, I see people on the Harry Slatkin's Facebook fan page talking about how they really loved Deck the Halls, and I think, just evergreen scents in general. So I think it is an appealing scent for those who can take it. So, and if I'm not mistaken, I think my sister and her husband kind of like those scents, and they can stand them. But if not, I will maybe try to sell the one I get with this and the burn. I'll try to sell a pair of once burned and unburned for whatever I can get for them, just to recoup some of the costs of getting a second TSV. But yeah, I'm loving these two. I'm just loving them, and I can't wait. They're definitely Christmassy scents though, and I am definitely a seasonal burner. Like, I don't want to be burning candles. I just like burning seasonally. It's cool here today. It's in the low 60s. It's been raining all day, and we're supposed to go back to the 80s at some point next week, I believe. Mid-80s, low 80s, mid-80s. So we're not done yet. It's not totally fall. But I think I'm totally all in now with fall burning, regardless of the temperature. I don't really like to burn strong fall candles when it's hot or warmer, because they tend to just feel cloying, in my house. Yeah, you have the air on sometimes not. But even with the air on, I don't know. It's just something about a muggy, hot or warm day that I just don't want to smell fall scents. But I think I'm all in for fall now. Okay, and so So that's it for the new stuff. So if you want to end it here. But I just wanted to tell you about these. I showed you these when I got them. Now there's a third one, but it's sitting way up on a shelf as a decorator candle, which is all I got these for. These are Homeworx. These were from last year. And I only got these for decorating. This is the rose gold one. Does it look rose gold? Doesn't look rose gold in my camera. But this is the rose gold. This is the silver. And then there's just a regular gold champagne colored one that's up so high on a shelf that I have to get up on a stepping stool to get it down. So no, I won't be doing that. But what I wanted to tell you all about these, they're so beautiful, first of all. They just sparkle and bling. Like I have a chandelier here in my dining room, and when the chandelier is on, they just play off of these candles. It looks beautiful. They look just so elegant. But what I wanted to tell you all about is I burned these, which I wasn't going to, but I did. And the scent on these is apple pumpkin pie. Now, you know, this has not been a 3-wick or anything. So I wasn't familiar with this at all. I thought it was going to be pumpkin, actually, since these are pumpkin candles. But it's apple pumpkin pie. The scent notes are, red apple, clementine, pear, clove, ginger, sweet cream. Let me say that again. Red apple, clementine, pear, clove, ginger, sweet cream. Doesn't that just sound wonderful? It smells wonderful. I burned these along with, I think, hot cider donut, and then I burned them. I don't pull down that one way up there on the top shelf. So I burned these two together along with hot cider donut. I burned one at a time along with Deliciously Apple and hot cider donut. And these, they hold their own. You can smell that. You can. It's to me, there is a bakery note in it. But what I get most from it are the other notes, like the apple, the pear, the ginger, definitely. I don't get the sweet cream, not really, and I don't really, well, sort of get the clementine, sort of, kind of. But it just has a background of being a pastry type of bakery note. This Harry Slatkin should be made into a 3-wick or a 4-wick because I absolutely love it. Now, I read the reviews on this are terrible, but I didn't care about the reviews for the candle scent or throw or anything like that because, like I said, I was only getting it as decorated candles for my fall decorating. But I must say, for those who say the scent is terrible or they couldn't smell it, that is not my experience. Now, I don't have high ceilings, but the room where I'm burning them, it is open concept. It's 3 consecutive rooms, but I can close a pocket door and just make it 2 rooms. But and then I have low ceilings. I don't have high ceilings. So I have less issues with throw than what I hear other people say. So I'm not surprised when people say they had problem with throw. But it also doesn't stop me from getting a candle because I know that for the people who do have problems with throw, I burn that same candle and don't. And my nose, my sense of smell is not that keen. It's getting weaker and weaker. So I figured if I can smell it with my weak sense of smell, then it must not be but so weak, but maybe it's the structure of people's houses. There's so many things that affect the throw of a candle that, you know, somebody might get throw, some may not. It's just, you just never know. But I got wonderful throw from these, and I wish it was a 3-wick. So I don't know whether I'm going to end up burning these whole things. I can still keep these as decorations after I burn them. So I don't know what I haven't yet decided if I'm going to stop burning them. I don't know. But for right now, I am truly enjoying them. And that is it for this video. Oh, well, what I have coming, and I will do post-burn reviews on them. I have the Hob the hobbed jar. I think there's a pumpkin vanilla or something, and pumpkin apple. They're 2 cents. They're 2 cents, and then there are 2 different sets. So I have the pumpkin one coming, not the apple. So that's coming. I have Autumn Bonfire, which, y'all, that is so far out of my wheelhouse. I don't know. I just want to try it. That's like way out of my wheelhouse. But see, Harry Slatkin makes me like scents that I don't like. So I ordered 2. I'm going to try it. I'm kind of scared and kind of looking forward to it, excited at the same time. So, because I don't know what I'm going to do if I don't like them, because it's 2 of the same thing. Well, yes, I do, because I know, too, that my sister and her husband also like smoky scents. So I'm thinking even if I don't like them, they would probably like them. But then I also have coming another Winter TSV and a Harvest TSV. Now, the Harvest, I know I loved Harvest Leaves. Love it. Looking forward to it. And I heard it's even stronger this year. Autumn Pine Cone. I'm thinking I'm going to like it, but I'm willing to try it. Now, and then the buttery, what is it, popcorn or caramel popcorn, I'm very skeptical of. I've heard enough people who I think they like the same type of scents I like. I've heard enough people say that they like it to want to go ahead and try it. But I'm kind of skeptical, with the exception of Harvest, I'm kind of skeptical about the Harvest set. But I'm getting it, and I'm going to burn it, and then I'm going to let you guys know what I think. Okay, thanks so much for watching, and bye!